Bow! What's going on, everybody? Cheers. Welcome back to another episode of my pathetic life as a homeowner. This episode will actually be a progressive episode versus most of the maintenance episodes that I do. So in this episode, I am going to be going over my at-home car wash system that I've I've had it for months now, but I've been playing with to wash my beautiful vet at home because I'm afraid to take it to a car wash. So this episode will talk about my power washer electric. I'm gonna get into the filtration of water. I'm gonna talk about this foam cannon that I bought. I'll also get into my extension cord, which I mentioned in the last episode and why I love it so much. And I don't know, I'll just mention the fucking hose because I did buy it at the same time. It's a good hose, not much to talk about there. But let's get into this episode here. First of all, extension cords. Why do I love this fucking extension cord? Let me show you why I love this thing. Watch this. This is why I love it. It's super fucking loosey-goosey, right? Unlike this pile of shit right here. You know what? Fuck it. Let's cut it off. Hold on a second. All right. You know what? Just do what I'm doing right now if you ever buy this setup that I have here. This is why I don't like these extension cords. You know how I said that one's loosey-goosey? Look at this. This one kind of fucking gets all kinked up. I'm not feeling it. Fuck it. We're cutting it off. This thing has a breaker on it. I want to keep the breaker, so I'm just going to cut right here. We'll keep that. And then I'm just going to cut right here. And goal in life is to splice that together. And then I will have a little short cable here that I will hook up to my favorite extension cord. Let's just talk about the extension cord first. Really quick second here. This cable's it's referred to in the industry as snake cable. It's not really like it's more of like a pet name, I guess. But anyways, long story short, you go to the electrical section of Home Depot, and they will have basically a bunch of different types of cable on spools, and you can cut it by the foot. This cable is called SJOOW. So if you ask one of the employees you want some SJOOW cable and buy as much as you want of it, I have 60 feet. 60 feet is basically planned out in the areas around my house where the outlets go to and where I need to get stuff to. So that's how I plan that out. But anyways, let's get back to this. I'm gonna splice this together right now and we'll go from there. All right, in case you're wondering what I did here, I took the wires and I twisted them and then I put in a little bit of solder. Is this the right way of doing it? Not really. Chances are, or not chances are, but if you're gonna be doing this, buy some butt splices like I'm gonna show you right now and use those instead. But if you're cheap and lazy like me, mind you, I have an electrical background, so I kind of know what I'm doing. So if you do cheap out and be lazy like me, just make sure you do one thing. Do not let this wire touch this wire. And I'm gonna be wrapping this in some electrical tape. And if you're questioning it, you're gonna be like, oh, what if the water gets at it and you know, and shorts it out? I mean, shit. I don't think the water's gonna get at it, but it is what it is. That's what I'm doing. So this is basically my extension cable right now. That length on this shitty power washer, which I'll get into in a second. It's not shitty, but it's over advertised is the easiest way to put it. Let me throw some electrical tape on this. Let's get back to it. Cheers. All right, here's my setup. Oh, let me get out of the shadow there. So the electrical tape's on. It looks pretty good, actually. I'm pretty impressed with it. Can't really notice, but anyways, electrical tape's on. All right, power washer. This motherfucker, which I'm posting a link to in my description below, I bought off of Amazon. Is it a good power washer? I'm gonna say yes. However, I am gonna say they totally bullshit advertised this thing as 3600 PSI, which is insane for an electric power washer. 3600 PSI, there's no fucking chance that this thing does 3600 PSI. However, I don't know the fine print. If there is some sort of chance that it does it, please explain it to me. I am no fucking noob to fucking power washers. I have two gas-powered power washers, one in fucking severe maintenance. Actually, I'll probably be giving it away if somebody wants it. And then I have another one in here as well. So This one's rated for 3,000 PSI. I don't know what this one's rated for. It does it 2,700. And this little son of a bitch over here off of Amazon is rated at 3,600 PSI as I shoot this video. I'm calling total bullshit. This thing is nowhere near the power of gas power pressure washer. So does it work? Yeah, it does the job. That's about it. I'm gonna say it does the job. It's semi-cheap, but is it as advertised? No fucking chance. Second thing, filter. This is a RV filter, and I'm gonna post the link to the Amazon where I got it from below. This thing is fucking badass. I'm gonna say, if you're washing your car and you get spots on it, if you put that thing on your line, those spots will 100% disappear for a short amount, or not a short amount of time, but for as long as that filter's good, those spots will disappear. Awesome, 100% recommended. Water cannon, we'll get to that in a second. Now, I wanna say what I've learned from washing my car with this setup. Number one thing you want to do is to Mitt, and it's a little bit windy right now, so hopefully I don't get too much wind noise, but number one thing you want to do is manage your cables. As in cables, I mean, I'm talking, we got the main supply right here, we got the electrical right here, and then we have the power washer right here, right? So manage these because they turn into a fucking rat's nest if you don't manage them. So I have it separated like you see here. Trust me, it makes 100% of a fucking difference. Secondly, the position of your power washer. Originally, I started putting it at the front of the car, and I tried to do the back and the sides, and it wouldn't work out because this water hose, the pressure line, is too short. What's the solution to that? Put your power washer at the side of your car like you're seeing this. What happens with that is you have the ability to go this way, wash this side, and you have the ability to go the other way to wash this side as well. Trust me, that way you don't have to move this thing around and start fucking with all your lines and turning into a big spaghetti mess of garbage and frustration. So anyways, that is a tip. Let's just get on to the review of this little fucking foam cannon right here. All right, so the car's rinsed off, and here we go with the Snow Foam Lance. I'm gonna tell you right now that these little fucking dials here are extremely, and fuck, it's so windy out. I apologize if you can't hear me very well, but I'll try to talk louder. But they're extremely sensitive to the point where it doesn't even make any sense. So let's just fucking go at it here and see what happens. Well, see, this is all fucked up. Come on, what do we do here? We got some fucking leaks. All right, fuck. Regroup here. Take it in, put it in. All right. I got a bullshit leak here. There's a seal that's all fucked up here. Hold on, regroup. Fucking bullshit. All right, so this thing here somehow got loose. I don't know how it got loose, but it got loose. I'm gonna tighten it, I guess. There, so that's better. All right, let's try this again. Fuck, everybody needs a beer. Side note, cheers. So this is my problem with this thing. It's super finicky. All right, we're gonna do this for the hose, but no fucking foam is coming out yet. Come on, foam. Where are you at? Oh, here we go. We got some foam. All right, we got foam going. He's kind of... So back to fucking cable management. See how it's getting fucking twisted up, little cocksucker? I see you. I see what you're doing here. I see what you're doing here. Let's try to unravel it. Come on, bitch. Well, anyways, cable management. So this thing works all right. I mean, I feel like it's shooting a little overkill, as in like overboard, but I can't really aim it very well. Let's try this. So that's where I'm at. Doing an all right job. I'm just gonna let the bottle run out. Actually, you know what? I gotta do the truck, so fuck it. I can't let the bottle run out. Ah, maybe I can, maybe I can't. Cable management, again. Biggest fucking headache to all this bullshit. 100%. All right, this bitch is covered. So, recap. What do I think about this thing? I think these little fucking connections here, or the little dials, are extremely sensitive. I think this doesn't have enough power, quote unquote 3600 PSI, to make it super foamy, but it works. And I'm telling you 100% right now, I'm doing this in the fucking sun. This motherfucking filter is like my baby. Oh, yeah. That thing's awesome. The rest of the setup, fucking mediocre. Also, pro tip, when you're switching between these nozzles, do not aim it at your fucking car the first time around, because sometimes these things aren't clipped in well. I mean, not with this one in general, but like generally speaking with pressure washers, if they're like kind of getting old and dirty and they don't click in very well, they can potentially shoot out like a fucking bullet. So, pro tip. Let's rinse this bitch. Car's done. Looks good. I didn't do much of a hand wash, so just a little bit. But just to give you an idea, you're never gonna fucking see this. Is there some spotting? Yeah, but dude, the spotting is so minimal compared to what would happen without this filter that it's basically night and day. Chances, to be honest with you, maybe some of those spots are actually before I even bought that filter, to be honest with you. So, but yeah, the car looks good. To wrap up this video, if you're wondering what kind of car wash shampoo I'm using, I am using Meguiar's Gold Classic. I'll throw that in the description below too. I do have an affiliate link with fucking Amazon. I don't get this shit for free, but I mean, certainly if you're buying any of it, click on the link, it helps. It gives me a fucking penny or two to afford my wonderful lifestyle. Actually, no, that's a fucking total joke. Amazon's garbage. YouTube's kind of garbage too. I don't make any money off of this shit. So anyways, I enjoy doing it. So that's that. I'm off to fucking battle that Xterra next, which is covered in pollen. And if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of my bullshit, which I tend to deal with a lot of bullshit. And let's go from there and have yourself a fucking beer. Cheers, motherfuckers.